All your pants down. Okay. I'll start now. We'll have the guys present first, then the females, the guys, the females, until we clear all teams, okay? So first team from the males. I'll start on my right. Here. Can you present? Yeah. The rest, please lend me your ears and eyes. The judges, maybe you want to hear this.
Okay, state your name of group. Okay. Okay.
So our group name is the Panzer Squad, and the 5 things we need are Al-Quran for hope and for prayers and stuff like that. And we need an axe to hunt animals and to chop wood to make some weapons, fuel and shelter, fuel like fire and stuff like that. And we need water filter to get pure water from the seawater, and we need a first aid kit in case we get some injuries and stuff like that. And we need seeds for wood source and fruit.
Attention.
With the axe, we can make a spear to get fish from the sea. So yeah. Our group name is Panzer Squad. Charlie number is number 11.
We like 11, right? Thank you. Can we have the females to present? Maybe on that team there. The first team, yeah. You can present from there itself. You can present from there itself.
Testing.
We're Team Rauda, and we said that we need a magnifying glass first because you can make fire and you can cook with it, and you can find stuff near the island like under logs and stuff. And a knife to kill animals, to protect yourself, to make shelter, to sharpen materials, so you can go hunting and you can protect yourself. Quran, so we remember that Allah is always going to be there for us, even when our Imam is weak, and we can do that in our free time as well. And a heat blanket for keeping warm and to cover anything that might hurt us, like on the ground. And a filterization bottle to convert salt water to clean water and for sanitation.
Thank you. The next team, guys. The judges, you need time to decide, or I can proceed. Okay, so I can proceed, huh? Next team. Okay, next team.
Somebody hold it up. So basically, the first thing we would need is a machete. Oh, sorry. Our group name is Hamza Al-Sad, okay? So the first thing we would need for this island thing is a machete. This is basically the basic survival equipment. You can cut wood, you can hunt for it. You can basically make tools also out from that. And then afterwards, the second item is a compass. This is used for navigation and then to find the Qibla. The third is cooking supply. We need this to cook the food that we hunt for and also to get the fresh water from the sea. Cooking supply. The fourth one is cards because it is for entertainment. Like 1 year without entertainment. And of course, the final one is the Quran. This is because, to keep our Imam strong.
The females, maybe the team in the back.
Our group name is the Phoenix. To start with, for the island survival, for 1 year to survive in an island, our team thought that a canvas would be good for. Canvas is basically a piece of thick cloth which can be used to filter water. This is good for to make sure the water is clean and drinkable, and the canvas cloth can be used for other stuff as well, for protection and stuff. Next is a sharp tool such as an axe. You can use it to cut down woods. By cutting down woods, we can make ropes or other sharp tools that can be carved.
Our third supply is medicine or first aid kit. With the medicine, we'll be able to survive longer. We also will be having seeds. They'll be used to grow crops that within that 1 year. And our last supply is the Quran to remind ourselves of Allah, and so that we don't go crazy on that island.
Thank you. Next team, the guys at the back. The mic.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group name is Asians. Don't ask me why, I wasn't here when they make the name. So, okay. So first thing we want to bring to us Asians. So Asian. Oh, Asia. Okay. Okay. Shh. All right. Okay. So first thing we like to bring to the island is called a water purifier, and clean water since it's scarce in the island. Yeah. So we need clean water more than food because clean water is you need water to digest food and to get rid of waste, and water is needed for digestive juices such as urine and poop. Ha ha ha! So funny. Okay, so we need water purifier to get since it's scarce, yeah. So we can use salt water. We put it in a bottle. We use water purifier, and you get clean water. Boom. So boxes of matches. You can say we can use 2 sticks of wood and make friction and stuff like that and get fire, yeah. But it's not really reliable, and you won't get it all the time. So box of matches is easily used to keep yourself warm at night and to cook food. And speaking of food, we can use fishing nets to get since it's an island and like it's probably gonna be water around it, yeah. So we can use fishing nets to get source of food, that like the main source of food. And since instead of fishing net, since instead of using a fishing rod, A fishing net is more, let's say, reliable because you get multiple fishes rather than a fishing rod where you can get one or two fishes each time, and it can be used multiple times. And there's something called a petrol fly where it's like a just a water. It's like, let's say, an attire which is waterproof and can withstand strong conditions. So during a storm in an island, you can survive easily. And finally, a knife. A knife, instead of using an axe or machete, like, it is really handy. We can put it in pockets and everything, and you can carve things with a knife. You can use it as self-defense. You can easily carry it, like I just said, and you can use it to kill things. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have the females at the back?
Okay. um, so our group, Toy, decided that we need these 5 things. Toy, Toy. Number 1, we need the water filters. Water is very essential, and since water is very little, we need to filter more clean water. We need to filter the dirty water to get clean water. And we also need a basic tool, which is an axe. Since we can make weapons with it, we could cut down trees, make wood, and wood could be used for fire. And we could also make buildings, shelters, and fences, which we could use to breed more animals. And we could also use an axe to kill animals, for food. And number 3, we have flints, which could be used for fire. And fire, you could use it for lots of things, like cooking, warming you up, and scaring other things. Then number 4, we also need first aid kits to prevent us from infections. And then number 5, we also need a book on what to eat and what not to eat, since the first thing you would not do is eat something poisonous, and you know what not to eat, I guess.
Hi, thank you. Can we have the guys at the back?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our team name is Badr, and we figured out the first thing that we need is a Quran, so we can have faith and never lose hope, and we know that Allah will always be by our side. And second thing that we need is a machete or a dagger, so we could cut trees to cut the wood, so we could build like shelters and make fire. And to start the fire, we have matches. You may think it's weird that we're just carrying matches around, but you never know when you're able to find trees and cut the wood. The fourth thing that we need is a fishing rod. If the animals on the land is like decreasing and we can't find any more land animals, we start looking in the sea instead. The last thing that we need is a waterproof blanket. A waterproof blanket is a way we can keep ourselves from getting wet during a rainstorm, and it can also cover ourselves during winters and all the other seasons. Thank you.
We're Team Khadija, and we have thought of 5 items to bring if we were stuck on an island for a year. So once you're stuck on an island, you probably wouldn't know what to do. So we decided that we should bring a survival guide to help us throughout the year.
A weapon that we chose to choose was a machete for protection, and it seems more sharper than anything else.
We have decided to bring as well a water filter so that we could hydrate ourselves.
We also chose to choose a large tent for shelter.
Lastly, we have decided to bring vegetable and fruit seeds, so to create like crops and stuff so that we can eat. And I'm sure you're wondering why we didn't add the Quran. We have decided, we believe that we wouldn't need it because Allah would always stay in our hearts.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're the 1FC, and we're going to talk about the 5 survival items that we need in the island. So the first thing that we need is a life straw. So maybe some of you won't know it. So and it's a portable water filter. So it basically filters water. So if we really want, if we can filter the water, we can drink clean water, and we will be really healthy for the whole year. The second that we need is the army Swiss knife. Since it's a knife, we can use it to hunt animals and cut trees. But since it's also a multi-tool weapon, we can use it to make other hunting equipments like spear or swords. The third thing that we need is a first aid kit. So whoever gets injured in the island, we could use that aid kit for faster recovery, more rather than using other items, which is a risk. And the last thing, and the fourth thing that we're going to use is a cooking utensils. Since if we don't cook any food, we will eat a poisonous food. So we need to cook the food, pretty much. And then the last thing that we need is a flint. So flint, we can use flint to make to spark fires, and because of this we can use to create fire. And by making fire, we can use it to light in the dark, like such as in caves, and we can use it to prevent dangerous animals to come to us. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. The judges, you need time to discuss. So judges, you need about 5 minutes to discuss or 2 minutes? Okay. Ada grogi ya? Dah present.